Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gaming Community Establishment Podcast Show. Today, we have another episode for you all, but be sure to follow our Instagram page, GC underscore establishment, and we upload weekly. Enjoy today's episode.
Hello, and welcome to Gaming Community Establishment Podcast Show today. Yet again, for another episode, we have two very special guests here today for our show. What's going to happen is they are going to introduce themselves. So, guys, go ahead and do your thing.
Hi, my name is Dragon. We run a business called Immersive. We are Spotify artists. We're on the Apple Music. We make music. We make videos. We remix a lot of gaming sounds and other different sounds that you guys might enjoy and like. So we're here to talk about our gaming experiences and also our music experiences and what we do to contribute into the gaming community.
My name is Larry.
All right, cool. So, Larry, what do you do too as well, man?
As far as like position wise or what we do is like
Both is cool. It's up to you.
Like I work at a warehouse called Home Chef.
Okay.
I'm an inventory clerk. But like on our spare time, we'll work on like music, video content, stuff like that.
Okay, dope, nice. All right, so let's get into the show more deeply now. So, it's great to have you guys here, but also, along with music though, what brought you into the gaming world? Period. Like, what was like your first, like, oh, okay, yeah, gaming is life now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. What's funny is so I started out playing a lot of different games. So when I'm a 90s baby. So the first thing I picked up was the Super Nintendo. And then it gradually comes up from there. But I also played the Nintendo, the original NES. So, Super Mario World was one of my favorite games I ever played. And I love the soundtrack. I was just like, the little dun, 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 that's the most famous one. And then right when you grab the little star, it changes your whole world. It changes your perspective. And I couldn't really take that any other experience away besides that moment that I enjoyed playing video games.
Yeah, I would say same as well. Like I got same experience. Started with Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Then worked my way to like PlayStation.
Yeah.
Pretty much played like all the consoles.
Okay. Yeah, nice. Cause me myself, like more personally, yeah, like I love like all of the systems, but my favorite ones right now is still PlayStation still. But my first game period, as well was a 64. A Mario Kart. So, I kind of know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, some good stuff right there. So, okay, cool. So some great intros, and with that said though, what kind of games that you guys are like loving now? Like, what's your all-time favorite series or style of gaming?
I'm a big gamer. So ever since, as like you, my first real console that I ever owned was a PlayStation. That was due to the whole changing of technology, right from cartilage to now CDs. And they still doing CDs, but now we're getting into the more digital age. But as I got on to more of to a more multi-platform type of role, I just see myself playing, a little bit indie games here, but mainly nowadays, I just kind of stick it to what's popular and what's going on, which is like such as Among Us, or Fortnite, anything that's because I love to play with multiplayer. I just like to get into a world and just show how our skill gap how we could actually show the differences, how we could compare each other and go ahead and test our battles from there. But other than that, I have a wide range variety. But for example, Fortnite would probably be one of my all-time pretty up there because how they actually from starting from something as a free game, and a game that could you could pay easily, whatever the market is right now. Um, and then to rebrand themselves and actually have a big community behind that is something that's like never been done before. So now every other games are following this type of trend, this topic, and no one ever gives them due credit until when it is actually done. So now, but also they also take a lot of steps such as PUBG. But I never was, at the time I never actually was really into PUBG. I tried it out.
Yeah.
It was a great game. But I see that something that that perfected some of the mechanics was Fortnite and other type of games such as Among Us, and Call of Duty. Call of Duty is probably one of something that's very trending and popular right now as we speak.
Very much. Yeah, we just had a last year we had a practice tournament for Modern Warfare 2. So that was really fun, that we did that. And so when Modern Warfare started doing the whole like the Royale type of thing too, and because of course it's known for its multiplayer, but the Royale thing, when that popped off for Call of Duty, everybody was talking about it. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody was talking about it.
Man, yeah, because I did that myself a few times, but like I just play multiplayer sometimes here and there, but I'm very busy though, so I can't really like play games that much no more at the moment, but later on when time's more free for myself, then I get more into it. So yeah.
And that's one thing about a lot of people don't really know about what's going on as you grow older as an adult.
Yeah.
It becomes where like people are seen as like strange and weird when you get older that you're playing video games. And I'm happy that there's a lot of platforms and a lot of blogs out there that are actually trying to help other people with this type of situation and this insecurity. But to be honest, you're never too old to play video games. And
right.
Even people that are busy or not busy, you always have time to just go ahead and pick up a video game and just go through the whole experience and story of what they're giving.
See, so audience out there, so you heard that, right? So he's the second person who said that beside me. He's the second person who said that. Okay, guys. So make time to have fun. Make time to do hobbies because okay, there we go. At the end of the day, it's all about what you're happy about and how you make your health more healthier, right? Doing
exactly
what you love to do for fun. So yes, that's really great, and that's true because I play myself. Even with my schedule, man, I still get like at least an hour in per like 2 or 3 days, right? Nighttime, of course, because my day is busy, but nighttime is when I really play the game hardcore sometimes, So that's true. So with that,
what games are you currently playing right now?
Oh, me. Oh, okay. Well, I play. Well, yeah. I just started to replay Marvel, versus Capcom. Right. I beat the game again this morning just because. But I really love Modern Warfare Online. Multiplayer though, and the Warriors from the PS2.
Are you good? Are you very good at are you like how would someone compare you as? Are you like competitive? Are you just there just to play around and just just have a feel for it? What is your like when you get into like beast mode, how people call it?
Yeah.
What are people when they see your gamer tag? Do they fear you, or they just know like, oh, here's DeMarco. He's just here to have fun. So
yeah, Modern Warfare or the Warriors or Mortal Kombat.
Well, yeah, any what's your game? What's your reputation on that type of game?
My reputation is Tekken. I am very good at Tekken with Bruce Lee, aka martial law, right? But Bruce Lee, of course. But there's a video about that too. But let me know about that
right after the show, so I can send you my video that I did. That highlights what's going on with Tekken.
And
it's been a while, but
yeah, I remember playing. Yeah, so I remember playing Tekken. Will you play Tekken on PlayStation? Was that your first Tekken?
PS1,
Right?
Tekken 1.
PS1, yeah. Oh, so you take it way back. So you are like a Tekken original.
Yes, I am hardcore.
Oh,
Like
so yeah,
my
Tekken
favorite
was
soundtrack is Tekken 3. Favorite
Tekken 3.
soundtrack.
Oh man, yeah, Tekken. No, Tekken is a really hard game to master actually because when I was playing it, it's not no like push button. It's actually like
No.
you actually have to be strategic about it,
do.
and then once you get higher, then you start. What's it called? Like, how would you say it? Like you got to look at the frame rates or something.
Yeah, on the frame per second and the hertz.
Yeah, so that's something that like that's not even normal. When you start looking at frame rates, that is like completely like you're not even human no more. You're basically like an artificial intelligence at that point. Like, come on, man. Like who's playing at frame rates now? That's
Right.
crazy. So if you have that type of skills, man, that's very powerful right there. That's very all power to you.
Yeah, man. And when we hosted our video game tournament in Vegas, that was 2 years ago. Yeah, because COVID hit last year, unfortunately. So 2 years ago, when we had our little tournament, in Vegas at Mandalay Bay, there was like 3 games we had, right? So like, it's on our website too, but we had Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. That was a good classic again to have a revisit. We had Dragon Ball Z, Raging Blast 2. That game has some bugs in it that needs to be fixed, because if it's a part 3 that needs to be done, please fix the bugs, guys. So
yeah,
because you do a super move, but you're on the ground, but your character jumps up for some reason. Like, why do you gotta jump up right after it's just a few bugs that game, but I still hosted that game. But then the grand finale game for our tournament that weekend was the Warriors, right?
Exactly.
So that's a PS2 game, but they brought it to PS4 now since like last year. Well, no, like 2 years ago now, because past year on PS4 store. That game, okay, so my top 5 games period of all time, right?
Yeah.
So like your guys are next, but now it's in my mind now. So Def Jam Fight for New York.
Oh, we're gonna take a second right there. How because as man, that game right there take you to the whole. Who would have never it was a sleeper game also. People didn't understand how slept on this game was. And because who would ever actually buy a game and they see a hip hop artist or they see a rapper in front of the cover art, right? And they're like, oh, it's no one would buy that. Let's just take for example anybody that's coming to the store. And now when you buy the game, now it's on maybe it's used or cheap or something that's wow, this is a game that maybe I take home and try, after spending about I don't know $20 of your return, trade-in credits from GameStop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so that's what I did. I traded in 20 games for Def Jam at that point. And man, anyways, yeah, your number one game. That's a great placement, man. So anyways, go ahead.
We hosted
I'm sorry,
that.
I just had to.
No, hey, trust me. I believe you, because I understand, because that game is so iconic.
Of course,
like part 1 was cool too, but part 2 just set it off. And we're not even going to count part 3, because part 3, we know how that went. But anyway, we hosted a tournament.
No one knows about 3.
Right. We hosted a tournament for Def Jam Fight for New York last year. Well, man, you know what? I keep saying last year because it's so fast. 2 years ago in October, in Ontario. So that was cool. So that's there too, on our page. But that game, so 1, second, the Warriors, of course, and then now, you know what though? This is not in order, but just saying 5 random ones that I know for sure that are my top 5. The Dragon Ball Z games, of course. Which one exactly? It's tough to say, but I want to say Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Nice, man. Yo,
I want to say that
DeMarco,
one, I guess.
I gotta, man. You really have great taste in
Man, thanks. And I've been through it a lot, so I know like what is the detail. Because when you had the little fusion done, both of you guys' health add up, right?
Yeah.
Raging Blast, I think it was. Yeah. 1 and 2, we had to do a fusion, your health didn't go up at all. I was like, wait a minute, why the drawback? So
Yeah.
so that Modern Warfare series, of course, too, and Mortal Kombat and God of War.
Modern Warfare Series 2, that was the only game where I actually had every fall camo, every prestige. And then from there it was another, like, Black Ops 1 was probably one of my favorites all time also, like,
fair enough.
No doubt about it. I love how it was the most realist Call of Duty. It's nothing like all futuristic and stuff like that. And also like, man, the campaign and story. But during the Modern Warfare Series 2, I think I had a lot more engagement with my friends during in school, where we were just like, hey, let's all go home and let's all make a group. Let's all get competitive, play hardcore search and destroy, hardcore, any type of games that they're doing, and then we get on there. But Black Ops 1 was probably something that I love, enjoy playing, because we at that time I had a type of feeling for that type of game right there. It was just a small little thing for me that I was like, wow.
Yeah, and like two more things to say real quick. It's like two more things to say, but the zombies though for Modern Warfare, well, for, whole Call of Duty period, should I say, Black Ops 4 and the Call of Duty Cold War, right? The brand new one. Those zombie games are great. Like
I actually have the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 zombie, and it's like you can run. How we're both in college, and how they promote a lot of Greek.
They did, yeah.
A lot of Greek type of culture. So that's something I could relate to. So like seeing Zeus or like anything, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. That's something unheard of, and that's very powerful, man. But what was your fourth one?
Oh,
I know your third one was Call of Duty.
Well, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I already said Tekken, but real quick, right, for fighting games, because this is my last two anyway, period. So I'm gonna just sum it all up real quick.
Yeah.
My favorite fighting game is Tekken because the mechanics is so smooth. It's harder to play because, well, it's not really harder to play per se, but each button goes to a limb, right? And you just have to know which button to press for the right combo. Street Fighter to me is too stiff. Mortal Kombat is my second favorite fighting game series. It's more difficult to play, but it's still fun as heck because it's so iconic.
Right. Everyone has to have Mortal Kombat.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's my list. So,
man, great list, man. Got it. Oh, so my list, I gotta go. So for me, I love NBA 2K. Any 2K is just something I can relax to. I love the soundtrack. I love picking up players, and the first thing I go to is just playing like Blacktop. Like I love choosing the all people that used to play back in the day, such as Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, and then the list goes on from there. Those are my main two main players to play with, and so 2K is probably one of my number one game. My number two game I gotta play as I love God of War. Just because like the when I was going through the PS4 era and they were having all the original games coming out, I was like, whoa, what is God of War? And at the time, that's kind of introduced me to what is Greek culture like at a university. So that kind of got me prepared mentally when I got into college. And just going through the whole story of God of War 3 was pretty brilliant.
3 was brilliant, right? The graphics upgrade too.
Right. And the sad part was I never played 1 or 2, but I was gonna go back and play 1 or 2 and 4. But I never had the chance to pick it up. My third game, it was the PS4 at this time. My third game with like Metal Gear Solid.
Yes, that one hits too.
Yeah, I think it was when I was going through the whole, you got to be very
Silent.
silent, sneaky, and actually do all these stealth type of hits. That was something that I enjoyed doing, and so Metal Gear Solid was probably one of my favorite game out there. So that was one. Two, one of my favorite games. Left 4 Dead kind of was a very emotional game. So the PS4 era was at the time was real great. PS4. So Left 4 Dead, I was just like, what? It's bringing you through a whole journey with a father figure and someone that actually that cares about a little girl, and takes her in and guide her through the whole experience of what he is doing. And that's something that I was like, wow, this is something great. This is something very emotional. And you could see the ride going up and down, and the story in there was very impactful. And it also had a lot of jump scare. Like I was like, wow, like a zombie popped out of nowhere, ready just to scare you, and you're all in your room, all dark. You know how it is. Every gamer out there knows that you have a dark room and you play any type of game, it's gonna be very scary.
Yeah.
And I love Grand Theft Auto, any series.
Yes.
The Grand Theft Auto was just such a GOAT game. Like if you ask any gamer out there that doesn't have a Grand Theft Auto, they're missing out a lot.
Facts.
So the fact that from Vice City, I love Vice City, to San Andreas, which was probably something that was very notorious. And then after that, a little bit 4 was kind of like, it was like the graphic was there, and then then we have San Andreas, and we wait, as everybody, as a gaming community, and as all the fans were waiting for this long release of Grand Theft Auto 6. So I can't stress that enough, that they need to release it. And as our company, as myself, I've been kind of on the advocate side. I made a lot of flyers, and I've been onto a lot of blogs and Discord servers to actually go ahead, let's kind of speed up this Grand Theft Auto 6 development. So anyways, we actually have a song called GTA Heist. So we love Grand Theft Auto, something that I've really loved doing. And also my last favorite is Donkey Kong from this is something that's going to throw a curveball. I actually made a song called Donkey Kong. Also, we remixed a song.
Sampled the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's called it's an aquarium song. Something that has like a little beach vibe to it. So the song's called Forest Fly. So that's something that I did, and so we really love the gaming community. I contributed as much as I can, and and there's more to come from me, just because I love making these type of products and things like that. But those are probably one of my top games out there that I enjoy playing.
Okay, cool. And you know what though? Let's do something different, guys, for the show out here. So guys, for who who are watching the video right now, let's have a moment to have some honorable mentions for video games. Okay, so he kind of sparked the idea for me. Appreciate it, because you were saying games that was like, okay, you know what, this is a good idea. All right, so give a shout out to the 3 games out there. One, Dead Island series. Even though it froze on me on the Xbox, but it's still a great game.
Dead Island,
Back 4 Blood, that's coming out this June.
Oh wow.
And the what you call it, NBA Street and NFL Street. Those series were good, and also NBA Ballers. So it's 5 right there that I wanted to say. NBA Ball Classic back in the day.
Yeah, playing that. I had a GameCube. I had every type of game console. But yeah,
Man.
NBA, man, that was a great game. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Can't
man.
go
When it
wrong
comes to
with NBA
games,
jams too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, when it
man.
comes to games, man, trust me, man. I know. I
Oh
feel you.
yeah.
I
Same
feel
here.
you.
As an Asian, as a Vietnamese, and we I love playing video games. So I had to have every single game. I even had the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and I played even those Pokemon games. And I was
Yeah.
playing. I got to catch them all. And definitely my favorite game, my favorite little Pokemon was Charizard. The little dragon.
Right.
I had to catch that. I was like, man, I had to have that Pokemon.
Yeah, like
But
the Stadium Champions on 54 and the Pikachu game with the microphone that came with it. I forgot what
oh
that
yeah,
was called. But those two are very like key to me too about like the whole series, man. Because of course the show was cool and everything else, but the games were also tight back in the day. Oh man.
of course, man.
Okay, cool. So yeah, guys. So that was the honorable mentions. That will be on the screen soon. So I'll put that on there right after the edits. um, so let's see here. So we got the game. So one last question I want to say too. So I think you guys got like kind of like made an answer already, but what made you more in tune for the music side of the game? Because in my opinion, for me, as well, that made the game more of a game because you actually felt the
I thought you
emotion.
wouldn't even ask, but yeah, man. Anyways, that's something I love doing is music, and
Mm,
if it's anything that I could do, is going playing through the whole, you're playing through any type of game, and
any
there's a music that just like hits you real when you're going through. I don't know if you ever played Death Stranding. Have you played the game Death Stranding?
Not yet. No, I have, but I heard it was good.
Oh my god, it's such a great game. So it's made by the famous creator or developer from Metal Gear Solid. He's a
Oh,
you
okay.
know he definitely have a reputation.
Very credible.
Anybody from Japan that makes games that are very notorious is hands down the greatest. So he actually included a track on there called Death Stranding. It's forgot what's the song called. Forgot what's the creator called. I'm sorry, but they didn't want to do that. But anyway, so when a song hits you when you're playing a video game, it takes you to a whole nother level and perspective, and that's something that I enjoy doing. And so Death Stranding is an honorable mention for me, that the game that's playing out there.
Man, that's so true. Guys, one last thing for me to say too. So for the guy who I talked to, who works with the whole Grand Theft Auto stuff, all right, and the whole thing that I read too about their article or whatever, they saying how GTA 5 is so successful still, yada yada. But here's the thing. So before, guys, you know what? I said it before. Give us what the fans want. Like Dragon said here, to increase the production of GTA 6, because even though the GTA 5 is a great series, still going strong, make another one to make it even more stronger. Like, why just hold on just one game for a series? Make a second one while you're still having a long period of time of success.
Mark, you know what I really think what's really going on behind the Grand Theft Auto? I think it has to do with politics.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of politics, because why wouldn't a company or business release a Grand Theft Auto 6 when you could just create so much revenue from that part?
Yeah.
If you were yourself, let's say as a CEO of Grand Theft Auto, and Grand Theft Auto 6 could be released at any moment, and you're ready to just go ahead and do it, why not? But at the same time, they also have to take into consideration, as they said a lot before, they just want to perfect and polish the game itself. And it's been about, what was it? Grand Theft Auto was released in 2013, and if you have a game that's a number one game that's already been out for so many years, how long does it take to actually perfect and polish the game? As myself, as a programmer, that's something that's lot of people don't really know that I actually have a degree in programming, and you know, just let me be on the Grand Theft Auto 6, and I could make Grand Theft Auto 6 in less than, you know, till 2021. But
see, and then what also kind of stopped it too, in my opinion, was the new consoles, the PS5 and Xbox X or the Xbox Series X, whatever it's called, the new Xbox. But you know, because you know, like you just said right now, having it fully polished. In my opinion, games that have like you know, like for example, PS5, PS4, PS3, right, that are available for those back systems, they tend to normally, right, not like all the time, but they tend to normally have less better graphics than just games that are just solely for PS5 or just games that are solely for Xbox. You know what I mean? But that's my theory about it. I could be wrong, but that's what I've seen over all these years.
that games on a newer console tend to be better than a game that's less on a different console. Is that what you implying?
Yeah. So, like for example, again, one game that's just for PS5 only,
Yeah.
right? Most likely will be better graphics than a game that is for PS5 and PS4. That's what I've seen for all these years. But you know,
Gotcha. So okay, that makes complete sense. That's a great theory. I mean, it's very, you know, I don't think anyone would argue on that point, DeMarco.
yeah.
But yeah. But anyways, do you have anything that you want to give to the audience of my audience that, you know, as your, you know, as a gaming community establishment, you know, how is, you know, since, you know, we also make music, what do you see yourself doing? Do you want to, you know, get into a little bit more of the niche of like, you know, the composers and producers of making the soundtracks for the gaming community? How do you see yourself, you know, reaching out to the music and the sound side of the gaming community? DeMarco?
Yeah. So you know what, we kind of started that last year, but you know, then again, it wasn't really like very firm, you know, and strong, because for me, I hate copyright. Who hates copyright? Everybody, right? So to actually find certain, you know, like businesses, individuals, you know what I mean, and like even us as well, to make music that is from the sole creators, right? Rather than just like, you know, other people from the outside that are not inside the circle, you know, that would be best to have it like, okay, so we made this or you made this, okay, cool. We have our, you know, like I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird, but yeah, so you have my permission, you know, blah blah blah. Your permission is cool, okay, good. Rather than just having like, you know, I say for example, Drake, right?
Okay.
Like his music, you know what I mean, in our games without his permission, it's like, you know, will be probably bad, right? Because copyright.
I just think Drake wouldn't ever fall into a category of games unless, you know, he ever gets in like 2K. Like, you know, there's a lot of 2K, like NBA 2K14, for example, the very famous LeBron James on the cover with his soundtrack started from the bottom.
Yeah.
And, you know, from seeing his very song called what was it? Like the song that he featured LeBron in.
Oh, forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
So that's something that was building up. But other than that, something that's like a very something that what the audience and fans would love is something that's like, you know, that has a great taste, which is all different areas. But I understand what you're saying, DeMarco. But anyways, from that point of view, go ahead.
Yeah, because like we both said earlier, like the music is what makes things connect, you know, because you can have like, you know what I mean, not even just games, but like movies, period. Movies, games, whatever, shows. The music is what sets the tone for what you're trying to, you know, like convey. I guarantee you, if it was a horror movie and you playing rap or you playing very comedic music, the movie won't be that scary no more. It'll probably be like more laughter. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what, you know, we can both work with on. So
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
So yeah, I want to also let some of the people know that Twitch was one of the great ways that I actually was founded on.
Mm.
And so when I was, as an artist out there, I was actually playing playing video games from the start. So during my time out there, Fortnite was the biggest thing. Everyone know who Ninja was. Everyone know who Tifu was.
Yeah.
But my favorite people that I was really watching was Myth and Daquan. These two personalities, stars. People kind of tend to forget. Was really great at Fortnite. And but anyway, so I started my streaming from Twitch from that point on, and real big. I was very, very, very good at that point of my life. I was, I could build real fast, aim precisely, and go ahead and take the #1 victory royale at any given point in time. And also was doing tournaments.
Nice.
But at that time, actually reached out to T-Pain, and T-Pain is an avid streamer on the Twitch community, and also I was also featured on Slump Boy Twitch. But at that time, one of my songs that was pretty he heard was the first song he ever heard from me was GTA Heist, and his second song that was heard was Sade. And without the gaming community, with such as a Twitch platform, I don't think that my music would ever been heard of. So for somebody that like T-Pain during that time period, that when he was actually ruling the radio, ruling the whole music industry with every song that he made out, and he also made a lot of gaming songs too. A lot of people don't notice that, because gaming is such a small little community out there, but a lot of people love gaming, a lot. And it's just something that anybody can enjoy when they just feel very detached and disconnected from the world.
Shout out to T-Pain.
Yeah, T-Pain is one of my favorite rapper out there, singer actually. So at that point, I was actually, wow, like if you really want to start getting your process, reach out to a gaming community such as Establishment, and go ahead and get guidance such as DeMarco, because I know you have a lot of insights just from talking in this 44-minute period time frame here.
That fast, 45 minutes. Oh snap!
Yeah,
see, having fun. See, exactly. Time flies by.
To wrap this all up, I've definitely gained a lot of information from you, DeMarco, and I could tell that.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
With your reputation, I already know if you know how to do frame rates on Tekken, that's something I would probably back off on. But we could play 2K, and I could.
That's more fair, I guess.
I'd love to go blacktop and see who you would pick as your. Anyways, I got a question. Who would you pick for your 5 when you go against anybody out there?
Ooh, see, I haven't played basketball since I was little for video games, but from like what I know now, I guess I can say my 5 would be excuse me, would be see, I want to be on the bandwagon, so let me back off of that. Somebody different. So like my all-time, okay, here we go. Steph Curry. Okay, so
you got a cheat code. That's a cheat code right there. You Marco said right, up, down, RB, R1, L2, L2 entered.
Number 2 will be a Carl Johnson from San Andreas. No, I'm joking. The down. But not Kevin Garnett.
AG.
Yeah, I don't know. It was so long, man. So that's 2 right there. My 3rd one would be Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson. Oh my God, that's another an infinite ammo. Right, man. Magic Johnson.
4 would be like my would be a Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete. Okay, yeah, Pistol Pete is a really good little.
Yeah.
Yep.
And dang, you know what? There was a short guy, but he had a lot of hops though. I forgot his name. Dang it.
He actually showed me the player Mugs Me Bogue.
I don't think that's the one you're.
No, not that
He's-
one.
But
his-
even
his-
Michael Jordan was like, "Come on, Muggsy Bogue, don't shoot that shot on me."
Probably the shortest player in the NBA though.
He is the shortest player
Yeah.
in the NBA.
I forgot his name. Dang it. But yeah, him. So number 5. There we go. I forgot his name, but he had hops like in the 70s and 80s.
It gotta
Very
be
short.
Bud Webb or
Bud Webb. There we go.
Bud Webb. Yes, Bud Webb is a great
handles
player.
too.
Oh yeah.
Man.
I think he entered the dunk competition and take it home. He took the trophy home.
He was nasty. Oh my, he just straight handled business. I was like, wow, man.
Yep, Bud Webb was at that time had a reputation of his own.
Yeah, so that's my 5. You know, if I had to choose from like all time periods without having to say the normal people who are being talked about normally, you know what? I kind of want to say people from who are not really talked about that much, you know, because of course, who I would say, of course, it would be LeBron James, Kobe, Jordan, you know, but everybody says that though, you know, I kind of want to do it different.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. But that's a hard matchup right there. That's something I would have to work around with.
Yeah. All right, cool, man. Well, you know, guys, but thank you guys for being, you know, on the show today. But hold on for another minute max because I'm gonna do a little closing, you know, and then I'll talk to you guys right after there. You know, I pressed stop record button. But before that happens though, do you want to give a shout out to your social medias? Because I'm gonna have it, you know, in the whole description box below anyway. But do you want to have it set on here as well about like how people can follow you guys and your game tag?
Of course. Definitely, you could reach out to me. Any type of handle I go by right here, Immersive, and then as my name Dragon, so Immersive Dragon. You could see it as an Instagram, Twitter, and any type of other. But my YouTube is a little different, so you're gonna have to search up by my name at that point. But yeah, so anyways, it's a little bit more like a little secret on my YouTube.
Heck yeah, top secret, exclusive content.
Exclusive content, you know how it is, DeMarco.
That's right. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put that, you know, too, you know, of course, in the whole description, so they can reach out to you, you know, that way as well.
Type it in.
But yeah, guys. So thank you guys for watching the show today. We really appreciate you guys. So this is our second business here, you know, on the podcast show. So we are, you know, excited again. We had the Ronald McDonald House before, you know, a couple weeks ago, but now we have this group as well, guys. So
Immersive and Dragon.
That's right. Very great content, guys. Very great people. So reach out to them about anything.
Yes, making gaming experience taking it to a whole nother level right here, and I'm glad that you have a platform that's actually reaching out to different type of people out here and giving a more go and reaching out and increasing their attention on what's going on.
Facts, man. Facts, man. You know, hopefully have you guys again sometime, man, you know, on the show or just a chop it up period. So, you know what I mean? You guys are real cool people. You know, I appreciate it.
Welcome, man. Anytime, DeMarco. If you need anything, just reach out to me, and you know we could keep increasing our, you know, what it is.
Facts. Okay, cool. Thank you. Well, all right, guys. Y'all guys have a good day today, viewers out there, and don't forget to share, subscribe, and like, and all that good stuff on this video today, and see where things can take you as well for your
subscribe
success.
to Gaming Community Establishment, guys. Don't forget and like this video. All right.
Facts. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Peace out and have a great day. Blessed day.
All right.